together to make a storyline. This particular poem was called "Why Do You Take a Knee?" So it just shows examples of like why people take a knee. You also, you know.
Take a guess. Volcano surfing is a sport in which an individual rides down an active volcano at speeds up to 50 miles per hour using nothing but a wooden board. When I first heard about this sport, I thought to myself, it must be nice to feel so safe you have to invent new ways to put yourself in danger.
Take Tamir, take Trayvon. Maybe if they trample and cancer. Make it easier to run. Take a stand. Liberty and justice allegedly always served unless your suit of blue is conveniently observed. Take Cornelius. You receive compensation for a life that is gone. Take Philando. Paid by the nation for the weapon you have drawn. I was 18 when I started driving. My hands, earthquakes, trembling at 10 and 2, signaling every time I switched the lane going 20. And the speed limit was 25. I still remember the first time I was pulled over. Please don't shoot.
Take a boy, take a toy,
Take a life.
take a life.
Take a life. Take a stand. You better stand during the play of the national theme. Take offense. For centuries, minorities have been protesting for changes to feel as though they have the same freedom as others. And today, it's no different. Taking a knee began with former San Francisco 49ers quarterback and current political activist Colin Kaepernick in 2016, and has become the spark plug for political and cultural debate. The act was in protest against police brutality and injustice towards minorities, and while it originally began with him sitting during the national theme, it later evolved after speaking to former active duty Green Beret and Seattle Seahawks player Nate Boyer, who decided with Kaepernick that a knee would be a more respectful approach. Still protesting, but not disrespecting fallen veterans. He always kept this in mind, as he never wanted to disrespect or dishonor them. But he still faces tremendous backlash. Instead of telling people to stand for the anthem when they feel as though it does not stand for them, we should be making changes so it does. Through the poems, Take a Knee by Kwame Alexander, Adrenaline Rush by Rudy Francisco, American Funeral by Alex DeKidd, a poem about Colin Kaepernick by Melody Rodriguez, NFL, Your Slave Masters Have Spoken by Jeffrey Conyers, Equality by Maya Angelou, Let America Be America Again by Langston Hughes, Your Country by McAfee 742, Freedom Is Not Free by Lisbeth and Nahi Ibarra, and the line inspired by the slam poem Letter to Your Flag by Ronald Wilson. Why do you take a knee?
A poetry program, take a book. When the body thinks it may be swallowing its last breath, these renal glands release hormones into the blood. The skin becomes a cocktail of sweat and fear. The heart becomes claustrophobic and pounds against the chest like it needs to see what's on the other side. The lungs, they become two newlyweds, holding hands in a crashing airplane. This is called an adrenaline rush.
Take this man. I still remember the first time I was pulled over. It's 2 a.m. on a Saturday. The officer, he spilled his lights all over my rearview mirror, spills out of his car with his hand already on his weapon. Could you ever understand? We have lived a shameful history. We know the shameful past. Jim Crow may have left the nest, but our streets are still covered in his feathers. Torn from Black Africa's strand, I came to build a homeland of the free. The free? Who said the free? Not me, surely not me. The million shot down when we strike, take this dream. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's interesting how people believe that these words are not false. It's interesting having to see tons of my brothers and sisters having to fall. It's even more interesting witnessing you get away under some sort of law. He asks for my license and registration, wants to know if the car is stolen, if I have any drugs, and most days I can grab my voice and swing it like a hammer, but instead, I picked it up like a shard of glass, scared of what might happen if I didn't hold on to it carefully. Because I know that this much melanin, a smart mouth, that uniform, is a plot line to a film that can easily end with a chalk outline, baptism, me trying to make a body bag look stylish for the camera, and being the newest coat in a closet full of RIP hashtags. Take Jamar, take William, take Freddie. Take this moment. How long will it take? We've seen the same mistakes. Ain't it crazy how after all of this, we're still waiting for a change? I refuse to stand for the Star-Spangled and the land where my freedom and justice is Star-Strangled. All this red pouring out to my innocent brothers and sisters. Being black in America has realizing that there's a thin line between a traffic stop and a cemetery, and the sea of white privilege, the fear of the blue, the infinitely spread. Please don't shoot. It's the sigh of relief without your right, and he doesn't. I don't need to go volcano surfing. I have an adrenaline rush every time an officer drives past without pulling me over. And I realize tonight I'm gonna make it home safe. Take a stand! Take offense. Take Sandra. Take William. Take Terrence. Take Freddie. Take Alton. Take Christian. Take Jesse. Take Keith. Take Walter. Take a breath. When the national anthem is played, take a stand. Oh yes, it's America, and we have the First Amendment as freedom of speech. Take my word, you better stand during the play of the national theme. No choice, take this flag. Yes, your slave masters have spoken. You better listen. Take a knee. And they put me in handcuffs. They just can't 'cause they don't understand us. Try to beat us down when we try to stand up. I didn't even do nothing. This red, white, and blue is the one that we see waving above those who aren't free. The Star-Spangled Banner has its meaning to you, but tell me what I am to do when it billows high above the sky. Meanwhile, freedom is strangled, and we continue to die. Once a friend is a friend. Ask me where there weren't more black people in the X Games. And I said, you don't get it! Being black is one of the most extreme sports in America. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who? I refuse to stand for the Star-Spangled in the land where my freedom and justice is Star-Strangled. Wow, that was so bad.